texted me yesterday if it's not possible to talk about the Crawford fight for February or meet to yesterday here in Los Angeles.
Fans have been dreaming about a showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, but boxing politics has always been the hurdle keeping it from happening.
And ability to cut off the ring is more, and he's bigger and stronger, and I think, you know, there's a risk there for Crawford. But this is why you tune in, right? Crawford keeps doing the amazing.
However, the fight was finally made possible thanks to the efforts of His Excellency Turki Alalshik. During a recent face-off, Canelo revealed some fascinating details that make this clash even more exciting.
The Canelo fight, you know, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. You know, I think business talk. You know,
Here's the deal. While Canelo is gearing up to face Crawford, he's also chasing another fight. But there's a chance that fight might not happen either. Let's break it all down for you.
How can you, a man coming from 147, I know he's a great man. Crawford is a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody...
At 36, Terence Crawford is laser-focused on securing legacy-defining matchups. He's done with smaller fights. He's chasing battles that will stand the test of time. That's why his eyes are locked on Saul Canelo Alvarez. For Crawford, this fight isn't just another bout. It's the kind that could cement his name in boxing history, and he knows it. Crawford has already accomplished something no other male fighter has in the four-belt era. He became undisputed in two weight divisions. His historic achievements are unparalleled, and his recent performances prove he's still at the top of his game. One of his most impressive victories came against fellow champion Errol Spence Jr. From the opening bell. Crawford dominated Spence, delivering a masterclass that ended with a 9th-round finish. It was a performance so extraordinary that everyone watching knew they were witnessing greatness in action.
He's bringing up Canelo. I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain like, what, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know what I mean? Catch weight. We can do something at a catch weight.
What weight you think?
Probably like 160 or something.
Because you said 154 is the highest you want to go.
Yeah.
He's been talking about Canelo, and honestly, I think that's a bit odd. I mean, Crawford would have to gain, what, 20 pounds? But they're saying it's the money fight, the mega fight. It's the only thing that really makes sense for Terence Crawford right now. As for the weight, they could meet at a catch weight. Maybe something around 160? Crawford has mentioned before that 154 is about as high as he's willing to go, though.
Like Alishik say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight. And
now, Crawford has his eyes on Canelo, another undisputed champion. However, there's a significant challenge. Canelo competes 3 weight classes above Crawford's most recent fight. It's a massive jump, one that most fighters wouldn't even think about attempting. But Crawford isn't like most fighters. He's confident he can rise to the occasion. For a long time, Canelo wasn't on board with the idea. He brushed off the matchup, saying it didn't make sense. If he won, critics would say Crawford was too small. If he lost, it could seriously damage his reputation. What's the point? Canelo used to say. But recently, something has shifted.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just
During the recent No Golf No Life event, Canelo spoke about Crawford with a noticeably different tone. He acknowledged Crawford as a great fighter and even showed interest in the matchup, provided the financial terms are right. At this stage of my career, I'll fight anyone, Canelo stated. But it has to make sense for me. The money has to be there. Why not? This is where Saudi Arabia comes into play. His Excellency Turki Alalshik has been making waves in the boxing world, pouring significant investments into hosting major fights in the region. Now, his focus is on setting up a blockbuster clash between Canelo and Crawford. The kind of financial backing he's offering could finally make this dream fight a reality.
Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit.
Why has Canelo suddenly shown interest in this fight? The answer lies in Crawford's recent actions. After his dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford moved up to super welterweight to take on Israel Madrimov. He not only won, but also claimed the WBA world title. What stood out even more was how Crawford handled a bigger opponent. He showcased a new fighting style, shifting from his usual movement-based strategy to a more aggressive approach. Crawford stood his ground, trading punches in a way that caught Canelo's eye. In an interview with Sway's Universe, Canelo admitted that Crawford's performance grabbed his attention. "I'm in," Canelo said. "If the money is right, I'm ready. He's a great fighter, but in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. I noticed in his last fight he doesn't move as much, so I'm interested."
Were to come to fruition, you see that being competitive still, even with the 21-pound difference, Jim?
If I'm Crawford, I don't want to have to go up to 168 pounds to get the fight. I want to somehow gull Canelo into thinking that it's okay to fight him at, best of all.
Canelo's comments have sparked plenty of debate. Is he underestimating Crawford, or is his confidence rooted in years of experience? Over time, Canelo has fought opponents of all sizes, ages, and styles, proving he can adapt to any challenge. But Crawford presents a unique test. Crawford isn't just a great fighter. He's a master at adjusting to his opponents. Against Spence, he was nearly untouchable, showcasing perfect defense and precision. In his fight with Madiev, he shifted gears, displaying raw power and aggression. Crawford's ability to switch up his style makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone, even someone as seasoned as Canelo.
The power. Or by no power? Yeah. We're not a roll with punches. We're not to take power. You take your power away from. How you take a power puncher? Take the power away from a puncher. Let us know. What? No, I ain't gonna tell you. You should know.
Slide off, take something off the shot here and there.
That's what
Crawford isn't backing down from facing Canelo, but to make the fight happen, he'd have to move up another 14 pounds to 168, a big jump, especially considering he started his career as a lightweight. Still, Crawford seems unfazed by the size difference. For him, this fight is all about proving that skill can overcome size. Canelo, however, remains cautious. Last year, he voiced his doubts in an interview, saying a fight with Crawford might not be worth the risk. "They'll criticize me no matter what," Canelo said. "If I win, they'll say Crawford was too small. If I lose, it'll be even worse." It's a lose-lose situation. Canelo's perspective has clearly changed, and it's easy to understand why. Saudi Arabia's offer of massive paydays is hard to ignore. Such money could make anyone reconsider their stance. But beyond the financial rewards, a fight with Crawford is about legacy. A win would add another monumental name to Canelo's already impressive resume. On the other hand, a loss would be a shock, but it could also show that he's willing to take risks. Fans are divided on who would come out on top. Some believe Canelo's power and size would be too much for Crawford, while others think Crawford's speed, technique, and intelligence could lead him to victory. It's this uncertainty that fuels the excitement, as no one really knows what might happen. However, there's an additional layer to the story. Some wonder if Canelo has been avoiding Crawford for years. Was it really the size difference that held him back, or was there something deeper at play?
you